Amidst the roar of engines, what does it truly take to reign as a champion in this high-octane realm of two-wheeled racing? With the machines blasting down the track at speeds surpassing 200 miles per hour, it's a game that necessitates unrelenting precision, impeccable skill, and unwavering courage. In this video, we're going to explore the top 10 things that MotoGP racers do to go faster and stay ahead of the pack. But before that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. So get ready for a wild ride as we dive deep into the video. Number 10. Trail braking. As the MotoGP racer approaches the corner, they're thinking, alright, time to put my trust in physics and my own questionable judgment. The trail braking technique involves applying the brakes while turning, which is kind of like walking and chewing gum at the same time, however on a much faster and more dangerous scale. It's a balancing act that requires finesse, skill, and a good dose of bravery, or insanity, depending on who you ask. Of course, to perfect this technique, a rider must have a deep understanding of their motorcycle's handling characteristics. He also should have an intimate knowledge of the racing circuit. In other words, they have to be a combination of engineer, daredevil, and GPS. But hey, when it all comes together and the rider nails the trail braking maneuver, it's a beautiful thing to watch. It's like a graceful ballet on two wheels, with a little bit of adrenaline thrown in for good measure. And in the world of MotoGP, it's just one of the many tools in the toolbox of the most elite racers. It's a way to gain that extra edge and hopefully avoid ending up in the gravel trap. But hey, you can't win just by this. Therefore, we have got you another way. It's the one that makes the game even more exciting to watch. At number 9, we have proper body positioning. In the world of MotoGP racing, proper body positioning is everything. It can mean the difference between being a champion and being a chump. Riders have to lean forward and tuck in tight, creating a human bullet that can tear through the air at dizzying speeds. It's like being a superhero, except instead of a cape, you have a high-tech motorcycle and a really cool helmet. And let's not forget about the sheer physical demands of maintaining that position. It's like doing a plank for hours on end while dodging other human bullets on the track. But hey, that's all part of the fun, right? Nothing beats the rush of adrenaline and the thrill of victory that comes with MotoGP racing. It's a sport for the bold, the daring, and the slightly insane. Also, if you can handle the heat, you might just end up on the top of the podium, basking in the glory of your triumph. But if you think it's just about going fast, think again. In MotoGP racing, it's all about mastering the racing line. It's the fastest and safest path around the track. Come on, let's dive deep into it. So at number 8 on our list, we have the racing line. The racing line is a complex and ever-changing concept. It requires racers to constantly adjust their approach to each turn based on a variety of factors. And it's not just about memorizing a set route. MotoGP racers analyze data and fine-tune their approach to each turn, taking into account everything from track conditions to bike performance. But for those who can handle it, the rewards are worth it. Imagine crossing the finish line first and the glory of your triumph. It's the ultimate rush, and it's all thanks to the mastery of the racing line. Not just the racing line, but in MotoGP, having the correct braking technique is also essential. Want to know why? Keep watching. At number 7, we have correct braking technique. When it comes to braking in MotoGP racing, it's all about walking the tightrope between disaster and glory. It's like trying to navigate rush hour traffic on a unicycle while blindfolded. One wrong move and you're toast. But fear not, because the best MotoGP racers know that proper braking technique is the key to success. Sure, anyone can slam on the brakes and hope for the best, but that's like trying to make a souffle without a recipe. The real magic happens when racers expertly combine the front and rear brakes in just the right proportions, all while considering the weight distribution of their bike. It's like a beautiful ballet of metal and rubber, and it takes a level of skill and finesse that would make even a ballerina jealous. So why is proper braking technique so important? Well, for starters, coming in too hot or braking too hard can lead to a skid or worse, a wipeout. And let's face it, nobody wants to be that guy who eats dirt in front of a crowd of adoring fans. On the other hand, not braking enough can result in overshooting a turn and ending up in the gravel trap, which is about as fun as a root canal. But did you know that racers need to adjust their body positioning when braking too? If not, here's our next one. At number 6 on our list of MotoGP techniques, we have body positioning during braking. When it comes to MotoGP racing, it's not just about having lightning-fast reflexes and nerves of steel. It's also about having a finely tuned instrument, which is your body. And nowhere is this more evident than during braking. You might think that slamming on the brakes as hard as possible is the way to go, but that's a recipe for disaster. Without proper weight distribution, you are just begging for the rear wheel to lose traction. It will send you spinning out of control. By shifting their weight towards the front of the bike during braking, racers keep the bike balanced and stable. All this while shaving valuable seconds off your lap times. But body positioning isn't the only aspect of racing that requires precision and finesse. Smooth throttle control is also key to success on the track. Before diving into that, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. At number 5, we have smooth throttle control. As they say, with great throttle control comes great responsibility and a whole lot of speed. It's a delicate dance between power and finesse, and one wrong move can send a racer spinning out of control faster than you can say checkered flag. Don't be fooled, it's not just about being heavy-handed on the throttle. The best MotoGP racers know how to harness the full potential of their machine with a smooth and progressive approach. They gradually increase the throttle input as they exit turns and leave their competitors in the dust. And let's not forget about the tires. Aggressive acceleration and deceleration can wear them out faster than a pair of cheap sneakers. Therefore, it's important to maintain a controlled and measured approach. Plus, who wants to be stuck with bald tires halfway through a race? Well, it's all about finding the sweet spot and dancing your way to victory. Of course, mental focus is just as important as physical skill when it comes to MotoGP racing. At number 4 on our list of MotoGP techniques, we have mental focus. In the high-speed, high-stakes world of MotoGP racing, mental focus is the key to victory. With the wind whipping past their ears and the track whizzing beneath their wheels, racers need to stay sharp and in control at all times. But let's face it, all that speed and excitement can take a toll on even the most seasoned riders. That's why they turn to mental training techniques to stay on top of their game. One technique that's popular among MotoGP racers is visualization. Basically, it's like daydreaming, but with a purpose. By mentally rehearsing each turn and race strategy, riders can prepare themselves mentally and boost their confidence. It's like having a secret weapon that only they know about. At the end of the day, mental focus is what separates the winners from the losers in MotoGP racing. With visualization, mindfulness, and other mental training techniques, riders can stay sharp, stay focused, and stay in control. They can make split-second decisions with clarity and precision. Let's face it, there's something irresistible about a racer who's fully immersed in the game. But in the world of motorcycle racing, it's also about mastering the art of corner speed. Now, what's that? Let's dig in the intricacies of corner speed and discover what makes it so essential to the world of MotoGP racing. At number 3, we have corner speed. Corner speed, the thing that separates the pros from the mere mortals in the world of motorcycle racing. It's like trying to balance a cupcake on a tightrope while juggling flaming chainsaws. Okay, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but you get the idea. It's all about maintaining the perfect velocity as you approach and exit a turn on the racetrack. And if you can't quite nail it, well, you might as well be racing a tricycle against a pack of thoroughbreds. If you want to be the cream of the crop in the fiercely competitive MotoGP world, you better start studying the intricacies of corner speed. And don't forget to bring your best juggling skills to the track. And as if that wasn't enough, there's another thing that's changing the game in MotoGP: suspension settings. Let's delve into the number 2 spot on our list: suspension settings. In the high-octane world of MotoGP racing, the quest for the perfect suspension system is a serious business. From springs to shocks to dampers, every component is optimized to provide the smoothest ride possible. And let's face it, when you're hurtling down a track at breakneck speeds, every little bit counts. It's no secret that suspension settings can make or break a race. In fact, riders and their teams know it all too well. They analyze the track conditions with a scientist's precision, calculating every variable from temperature to humidity to the number of popcorn vendors in the stands. Okay, maybe not that last one. Once they've gathered all the data, it's time to fine-tune those settings and give the bike the best chance of victory. The importance of suspension setting in MotoGP racing cannot be overstated. It is a key factor in achieving the desired handling and speed of the bike. It can make all the difference between a victory and defeat. Speaking of amazing techniques, there's one more that's just as crucial in the world of MotoGP. At number 1, we have late apexing. Late apexing. Oh, how it makes the heart race and the palms sweat for MotoGP racers. It's the technique that separates the true champions from the mere mortals, the winners from the losers. It's like performing a high-stakes tightrope walk, except the tightrope is the racetrack and the audience is a pack of roaring engines. But who doesn't love a little danger? Late apexing is like the adrenaline junkie's dream come true. It's the equivalent of juggling flame torches while riding a unicycle, except a lot faster. And if you think it sounds easy, then you probably haven't tried it yourself. So if you see a racer pulling off this with ease, go ahead and give them a standing ovation. Do you feel the need for speed? Well, MotoGP racers sure do. From trail braking to proper body positioning, every move is carefully calculated to maximize speed and performance. And let's not forget the importance of smooth throttle control. So if you're ready to join the ranks of the fastest and most daring racers in the world, buckle up and subscribe to our channel for more insider tips and tricks. Thanks for watching.